This is Carl with the three things I'm watching for Tuesday, April the 15th, tax day. Starting out, Brazil and China soybean trade picking up considerably last week. Last week, China booked over 60 vessels from Brazil, all for nearby shipment for this year. So heavy trade between those two. By comparison, I don't believe we had any sales to China last week on soybeans, and in yesterday's export report, we loaded out two vessels. China has about 270,000, give or take, unshipped old crop soybean bushels with us. Nothing for new crop. No new crop sales yet. Not uncommon though. China will step in and buy here pretty soon. The thing we're watching though is with the tariffs, obviously, how much China maybe overbooks, so to speak, out of South America. With that big crop, they're going to be able to book a little bit more soybeans down there. Now is when they're usually buying them soybeans. China comes in and buys ours typically mid to late summer, so we have some time to see if we get a little bit more demand there. We have seen flash sales to other buyers though, so still holding in there pretty good. Today, the NOPA crush report will come out. Maybe watching this one. Soybean crush for the month of March expected 197 million bushels, up 20 million bushels from what we crushed in February. I'm going to be watching the soy oil stocks, expected to come in at 1.6 billion pounds. USDA did bump up their soy oil demand as they should have in last week's WASDE report. So we'll see if we get an adjustment in that today. Maybe the NOPA demand looks like we've been pretty solid on that. And we got to look at the internal demand, not just exports. With this trade rift with China, we could easily see the used cooking oil and some other oil seed imports drop. A little bit more soybean demand as we move forward. That's giving our soy complex some support here. And the third and final thing, I'm paying a lot more attention to crude oil values, and I feel you should too. Yeah, crude oil's been backpedaling, and it's brought some economic relief at the pump. That's a good thing. Here's the big picture on crude oil, though. We have been exporting, and I say we, the United States, has been exporting a lot of crude oil over the past several years, and that has really helped us out financially. It's been a big economic boost for the United States. Now we have basically watched crude oil drop to the point where our exports are no longer profitable, and some wells are closing down. We're not going to drill as we're scaling back on drilling, same as several others in the world. The bad part of that, less economic income to the United States at a time when we're starting a trade war. That even if there's talk that we want to bump our domestic drilling, that would compound the situation right now. We are swimming in crude oil. And it's probably a poor analogy, but we have more crude oil than we know what to do with. If we increase drilling right now, it's going to devastate that complex even more, and we would just be losing money faster. So we're going to watch crude oil. If crude oil doesn't perk back up a little bit, like I said, it's good on your pocketbook, but long term, it does have some negative implications for the economy. So just one more thing we got to keep watching. Those are the three things I'm watching today.